Yo, it's going crazy, bro. And we about to go live. You know we about to go live. You know we get it live. Cause we about to go live. Ha ha. Ha ha. Ha ha. Ha ha.
Welcome to another episode of Duality Podcast. I'll be Mr. Business.
And you know it's me, Mr. Social.
And we're here again each and every Sunday, 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. on BKS1 Radio. What's good, brother?
Man, I'm chilling.
No
I'm
doubt.
doing pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm pretty good, man. Just kind of a little nervous about this election Tuesday.
Wow, you gonna use the word nervous? You nervous?
Very, very, very. This is a critical thing right now. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, this ain't the typical election. You know what I mean? Like,
You
this
hearing everybody
election-
say that.
Yeah, because there's a lot of things at stake. You know what
But
I
I
mean?
want to tell you the truth. They said that the last three elections, they all said was the biggest election of our life. So now
Yeah.
this make the fourth.
True.
Two with Obama, then when Trump went against Hillary, every time they said this is the biggest election of our life until this one.
Now,
And I must agree, this is the biggest of them all.
now here's my thing. The Trump Hillary, people didn't think it was big. 4 years now, right? They realized it wasn't a lie.
Nah.
Look at everything that has happened. Look at everything that's happened
Listen.
in 4 years.
If you, it's too much to name. It's too much stuff. Here's where I'm gonna go. My little spiel for presidency. I'm all for free thinking people having your own mind, right?
Right.
You know, we getting in a lot of back and forth now. Some black celebrities is kind of endorsing, not kind of, is endorsing Trump.
Right.
Some of our bigger ones. I'm all for everybody having their own mind to think what they want, you know, vote for who you want and all that kind of stuff, right?
Right.
But I just want to tell all of y'all, black, Latinx, minority people who voting for Trump. Every time, like if you talk with some people that's a Trump supporter, they bring up all these other things.
Right.
And to me, you know, it's just come down to what's your priority. My priority is that he can't lead this country if he really don't like a certain segment of people for prejudice reasons.
Okay.
That supersede anything he did good with the economy, anything he did this, that, because he operating from a place of oppressing somebody. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying race has to be number one on your agenda, but he got an oppressive mind state. That, you know, the stuff he support, the people he surround himself with, that supersede any of that to me. It's obvious that it don't do that to other people. They don't care if he think like that, and I can't understand that part.
I mean, I get it. I guess my thing is, historically, they haven't been a president that, to me, has really tackled racism in America the right way, or in any way that's actually beneficial to minorities.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, they put more stock in what they call it, DACA, like the little foreign children, keeping them over here and all
Right.
that. They took more stock in building that platform up than they did dealing with racism in America
I agree.
for centuries. Like, we've been pushed on the back burner by every president.
I agree.
And like every president. Yes, including Obama, for the people that act like he was. Yeah, him too. We've been pushed on the back burner. And at some point, you know, we got to vote differently.
I agree.
You know, we got to vote differently. 2016, Trump asked a question. He said, "Black people, what do you have to lose?" He literally, that was a real thing. He said it.
Yep.
4 years. I asked the same question, but it's different. Black people, what have you lost?
Right. No.
You know what I mean?
How about this? What have you gained?
That's
See,
true.
I think we need to look at it like that because, okay, say perhaps you didn't lose anything.
Right.
Is it all right to stay in the same place these last 4 years? No. So what have we gained?
Right. But I guess when the way he said it, I saw it different. I saw him saying, it ain't going to get no worse for you with me. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, you've been disenfranchised. You've been, you know, systematically oppressed. What do you got to lose with me?
That's sad.
It is. Don't get me wrong.
He could
it's
win
sad.
off that. That
He did.
We get so little
Yeah.
that we'll be happy with, like, hey, what you got to lose? You can't do no worse.
And
We good with that.
And you know what? The sad thing is, he came from a place of, like, to me, as bad as it might sound, that's the most human thing he said the whole time.
Right.
Because it was based on what black people have said in their house forever. What else we got to lose?
True.
You know what I mean? Which is the main reason why I think black people have a problem with voting.
But at this, true.
You know what I mean?
This is very true.
Because of that mindset. You know what I mean?
We do. This is such a tricky spot, the slippery slope, all the good little sayings you want to say, because you cannot sit here and honestly say we have gained some things through laws over years and rights, civil rights acts, and that was due to pressure of this and that.
Right.
Wasn't necessarily voting, but, you know, you had to vote certain people in, whatever, right? But honestly speaking, black folks, can we really just be totally honest about that? However old you are, what significant gains came through voting?
That's a real
remember what I'm
question.
saying?
That's a real question.
It been like protests. We put pressure to do things. We've had, you know, big campaigns, but directly just voting, like, what's that big impact look like? What happened?
It's a real question. That's a real question. Because my thing is, when it comes down to voting, people only look at federal.
Right.
They are clueless. The state, the votes you have, state, local votes, those, they count, to me, at a higher level than the federal vote. Because
It
this
definitely
is
affect you more.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like pay attention to your state. You know, with the same intensity as you pay attention to the federal. Because there's a lot of loopholes and a lot of people in your state that mean you no good too.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like the Senate and the House, that's state stuff, which actually correlates to federal stuff. You know what I mean? Lindsey Graham, Mitch McConnell, they are senators of states.
Right.
See what I'm saying? But their power is federal.
No doubt.
It's amazing how that works, right?
True.
So your state voted in somebody who has power federally. You know what I mean? Like, they people starving right now, and Mitch saying
Moscow Mitch.
they're going to have to starve a little longer. Because we ain't doing no stimulus, nothing, until after the election. Nothing.
You know that's like a bribe, right?
It really is. But it's the same Mitch who said when Obama tried to get Garland in during the election year, there are no Supreme Court nominees will be entertained during an election year. Fast forward, not only did they entertain it, but they got it through.
I'm so used to that.
But they did this in less than 3 weeks.
They always change the rules. They change the game, the rules, everything.
Now, I look at it like this. Did they really change the rules? Because my thing is they had the numbers. I always say this. This is a numbers game.
No, I'm saying they changed the rules out their own mouth. Well,
we
doing X, Y, and Z, or, don't do it this way. But when the shoe get on the other foot, they'll switch it around. Like you said.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, we could put it in who we want. We got the time right now. We could do this efficiently. We could get it through. And it was all good. You
think about it, right? Supreme Court, we need that before the election. Stimulus package, that has to wait. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make sense.
For sure.
You know what I mean? Like, people starving in real life right now. You know what I mean? In real life. You know what I mean? Like, the election is a day. People been starving for months.
Right.
COVID ain't getting no better in this country, period.
It don't stop for us. Black people, it don't stop.
It don't.
Like, we that's one thing that I think, somebody told me this before. Just because you could thrive in chaos don't make the chaos all right. You know what I'm saying?
True.
We don't learn how to deal with so much all the time that we normalize trauma and like chaos. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
Look, I don't care who you vote for. We got to really have I'm feeling what P. Diddy talking about now a lot with our black party. I keep saying this. The one thing we never have tried, I look at, is let black supersede all your other groups you involved in. Let black supersede Christianity, Islam, Democrat, Republican, gay, straight. Let's all be black first and move like that. And that's what this all our black party supposed to be about. He's saying you could be within any other party or anything, but they gonna try to put an agenda together and vote as a block from there. Now that's where the vote, you know what I'm saying, that strength could come in, because now they're gonna look at it like, yo, if we piss them off, that's how many blacks we got? 13 million.
Okay.
As a chunk, they don't want to lose that. You know what I mean?
Right.
But that could be a little effective. But we gotta, even no matter when we wake up Wednesday, November 4th, everybody that's mad that these the only two we got to choose from, it is what it is. You're only only one of them two gonna be the president when you wake up on Wednesday.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we need to really hold them to it. All these protests and stuff that go on now, if these jokers don't put in all the stuff they promised in the campaign, we need to really get hype as a country, as a people.
Right. And like you said, my thing is we finally have to be black first.
Yep.
We have to be. Because what else left, man? Like, for real, what else is left besides, embracing who you are?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, for real, embracing who you are like they embrace who they are.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like, it's to the point. And I get it. You know how they say, like, religion and all that, but it's sad to say it, you know what I mean? Let's just be honest. People going to choose religion over their color. People going to choose their sexuality over their color because they feel as though they can get, and I kind of get it in the way they feel as though I can't get nothing maybe done from being black, but now I can get certain things done through, certain congregational things. I can maybe reach more people that way.
Right.
My thing is you have to reach the people, though.
One thing I forgot is wealth, too. I don't care if you're a rich black or a poor black. We got people. I forgot to throw
absolutely,
that in there.
Absolutely.
We need to unify.
Right.
And one of the things that we're going to do is we need to get these businesses together. We need to keep creating our own. I know during this 4 years that it's made us be a little more mindful of having our own and doing our own. And that's one of the reasons we got this platform. We wanted to share that with people that's doing their own. And we we wanted to keep amplifying that. So,
right.
I'm just keeping up with that, man. Let's create our own everything, man. Let's create our own.
Listen, if not now, then when?
Right.
If not now, then when?
Why not?
Yeah.
They got banks out there. We talk about a lot of people don't all the way agree with like the Nation of Islam, Minister Farrakhan. But as far as nation building, they came the closest since the 40s, 50s, and 60s.
Right.
And this is what we gotta take to get it to be a nation. You know what I'm saying? To get our own things. And one of the things I think we need to dive into is more along the lines of Tyler Perry. He took it, to the next level from Spike Lee and all of them. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
With his own, and Oprah as well, with his own production and filming and all of that kind of stuff. Because we can control the narrative of our own stories, and we could, we don't gotta let them put us in a box of which stories, all the athletic stories, all the, whatever. And we could control our own narrative and that money.
Right. To me, it's just like scientists, you know what I mean? They always build upon each other.
Right.
You know what I mean? To keep the research and the things, evolution, to keep it moving.
No doubt.
You know what I mean? Like you said, you put an extra something here, and now it becomes a different body of work.
Right.
And, media moguls, they do it all the time. You know what I mean? Like somebody got the blueprint, and then from there, everybody else just benefit off the print.
No doubt. So one of the people that's up and coming now, I kind of know. Our next guest that's coming up, they doing exactly that. They taking the bull by the horns and controlling the narrative of our stories, giving a platform for independent black curators of content in the media space. Independent, I love saying that.
Yeah, that's the best
Strong,
part.
brothers.
Independent.
So we want to welcome this week guests, and they bring in some special people through in their newest project, the biggest project to date, the movie Lit. And we got Hall Mills Network in the Bazilden. We got one of the executive producers and the star of the movie Lit.
What's good, bro?
And we also got, you see the jacket, Grim, the CEO, Hall Mills Network.
Yo, he brought the whole advertisement with him.
Hey, man, how many black men you know, you say your boy got a network?
Listen.
How many of them produce their own movie, huh? Welcome, y'all. Welcome to Duality Podcast.
Welcome.
Thank you, fellas. Thank you.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all.
I want y'all to all introduce yourself real quick.
Great introduction.
Go
man.
around. Yeah?
Oh, me?
You think it was a great
First?
introduction?
Great introduction, man.
Hey, look, this is what I do, fam. This is what I do, fam.
Always been since 1990, boy.
Thank you.
Word up. Respect due.
So, go around just so they know exactly who each one of y'all are.
Well, I'm Cornelius Grim Whitaker,
Mm-hmm.
CEO, co-owner
Okay.
of the Hall Mills Network. We got Dr. Jamal Mills, and we
Right.
got Director Jamal Hall. I'm Cornelius Grim Whitaker.
Okay.
One of the third.
One of the third.
No
So
doubt.
it's a 3-man operation.
No doubt about it.
Okay.
Yeah, well, that's your boy, Tyrese Green, also known as Steps, also known as Official Steps. Tonight a vibe with 2 E's at the end on TikTok. What's going on, y'all?
All right,
Shit
what's
with
good?
the one
Yeah,
dancer
yeah.
in Jersey.
No doubt. The number one dance. He took that spot. I hear you. Steps.
Claim it.
What's going on, y'all? This is Shamari Reed. I'm one of the producers on the Project Lit. I work alongside with Hall's Mill Network with a lot of projects.
All right, no doubt.
All right.
No doubt.
So what we'll do is we're gonna make sure we're gonna talk a little bit at a time to each one of y'all. Y'all can get the mic right in front of y'all. They ain't gotta go back and forth. So we'll go around the room. Right?
Absolutely, yeah, let's do it that way.
You feel me?
Huh?
Feeling like the Temptations over here.
Yeah,
What
bro.
it
Pass
is.
that mic work.
Got
Get
that
that
one.
mic.
Yeah,
Yo,
yeah,
you remember Steve Harvey said they always come back to the mic. Woo-doo. Wherever you at, come back to that mic, baby.
Oh no, I'm good.
Oh yeah. You get comfortable,
That's
man.
what we do here.
This my people too. He promoting everything.
That's right. That's what we do.
Hobnail Network.
Listen, I come correct for Duality Podcast.
That's what we
Okay.
do.
That's
On
it.
the rise.
We on the rise.
Of course,
It's a buzz in the street.
I gotta respect the Duality Podcast, so I come correct. You know what I mean? We don't play no games around here.
I feel you, man.
Okay. Let's
Tell
get it.
me, since you are doing that, brought that up, Hall Mill Network. Now, I gave a little introduction, but you go ahead and break it down. What is Hall Mill Network? And something I forgot, I want y'all to talk with the big deal, the big deal.
Yeah.
I stole that from Joe. All right. I know, y'all seen it.
Fat Joe? Or?
Yeah, he always say that now, the big Joe show.
Yeah. Big
But,
respect, Fat Joe
it-
and Busta Rhymes. The interview was thorough.
Yes, sir. Explain to them, Hall Mill Network, what it is, and the big deal you did with Roku Television, getting your own channel on there.
Well, Hall Mills Network is a full-fledged video production company. Am I looking at a particular camera, or man?
Not right here.
Right here, in front of right here. Okay,
Yep.
yeah. Well, Hall Mills Network is an official, full-fledged video production company. There's nothing that we don't do, from videos to EPKs to movies to videos, you name it, commercials for businesses. But we started about 3.5 years ago as a real humble company with no finances, no particular budget to even create it. It was just 3 educators in Newark Public Schools. I started off in Newark Public Schools probably about 25 years ago.
Wow.
But my first real job and my first real true leader was at Malcolm X Shabazz with Dr. Jamar Mills.
Okay.
You know, Dr. Jamar Mills is just one of the most phenomenal turnaround principals you'll ever meet. He's been on every show you could think of, from NBC Today, you name it. He even has his own charter school that he's
Right, in Patterson, right?
Patterson College.
Hold on, he about to open his second one now, right?
Second one, my
Yeah,
bro. You know,
yeah.
so Mills don't. Yeah,
And,
you got one to play.
We actually got one in Plainfield right now.
Yeah,
Okay.
College Achieved Charter School.
Wow.
Yeah, Patterson's just one of 3 or 4. There's another one down in Asbury, I believe. But
that's
Dr.
what's
Jamar
up.
Mills is
Okay.
pretty much the CEO of all 3. He kind of manages and runs all 3, and the investors that put money into him say, you know what, you're so thorough, you need your own school. So they gave him his own school out in Patterson, New Jersey. You know, so he was our boss at Malcolm X Shabazz High School.
Right.
He actually recruited Dr. Jamar Mills from East Side High School in Patterson, New Jersey. He was a full-fledged teacher there.
Okay.
Mills realized what he was trying to accomplish, and he recruited Director Hall to Malcolm X Shabazz High School.
Right.
You know, so from that point, Hall was working in the schools. I was working in the schools as a disciplinarian at Malcolm X Shabazz High School. Jamal Hall was our tech coordinator, and of course, Dr. Jamar Mills was the principal of the whole school.
Right.
He hired Hall and he hired me.
Okay.
We started working with one another. They recognized my strength as a disciplinarian. I'm very zero tolerance with everything that I do.
I know that. Who out there know Grim? Is he zero tolerance?
I'm about that business, man. That's it. And I expect everybody to do their due diligence, to be meticulous like I am.
Right.
But everybody's not.
Right.
And I understand that. I had a father, Algie Marcus Whitaker Jr., you know, Enfield, North Carolina legend. New
What?
Brunswick Exit 9
Big
legend.
Daddy Al.
Big Daddy Al. Jalil, no. He been on my father's moving truck working with us.
No doubt.
So he knows what it is. So we did all that, and we ended up creating a chemistry with one another. Principal Mills respected me as a disciplinarian, how I moved in the building. He respected, of course, Hall for bringing him as a tech coordinator. So he handled all the video and the promotions for Dr. Jamar Mills when he was really on his climb, trying to be the greatness that he is today.
Right.
Hall provided the visuals for that. So in the midst of that, I was creating something called PGK.
Okay.
And you can elaborate on PGK a little bit, but and I commend you for that, because without you bringing me to PGK, my guy, I would have never had the opportunity to even create Hall Mills Network.
Wow. Thank you.
I came to Hall Mills Network. I wasn't even a partner yet. It was 2 owners. It was Mills and Halls. But because my brother Jalil Grady gave me an opportunity to be a content acquisitionist for PGK, and big shout to LD.
Right.
You know, big shout to LD.
No doubt.
Respect due to that brother. But it wasn't for you bringing me the children's book. I didn't have no reason to create a video.
Right.
a commercial, which I was trying to do.
Right.
In the midst of me doing that, Hall recognized my strengths because I was bringing us so many different great celebrities,
Correct.
celebrities, legends from
Everything.
North.
He did a lot.
was
He was
coming in.
producing before he had the title, like, you know what I mean?
Real talk. You know, and that ended up creating my opportunity to get invested with the Hall Mills Network. So Hall recognized that. He went to Mills, and Mills said, yeah, Big Grim Whitaker.
It made
we
it
need-
official. That
we
was the
need
last link.
We need that because Mills don't got time for us.
Right.
He's a very busy man.
No doubt.
He's a millionaire here, right? So it ended up leading into us creating a real collaboration with one another. And here we created the Hall Mills Network, which is something phenomenal.
Let me tell you what I just heard. That's phenomenal. We were just leading into this, right? Three black brothers met as educators in a school, was in the power positions in the school, right? Through that three-way connection, we get a multimedia platform, and we got schools getting built. I say that's taking care of our own and starting our own.
Absolutely.
Black schools, black film. And salute y'all brothers.
Thank you.
Absolutely, yeah. That's,
Salute.
man, we need more.
Word up.
We need more.
Y'all gonna move on to me.
Oh, no. Oh, we gonna get the lit.
I mean, he there to go.
We gonna
He
get
be
the
lit for real. I
Step-
remember
step
from the from the
Step
red
stay lit,
carpet.
man. God
Yeah,
bless.
yeah.
What's
God
going
bless
on
you.
with y'all, man? Feel me? It's your boy Steps. We out here. You feel me? Oh, I like the way this sound. DJ. You see, I like that. That sound good. That sound good. What's going on with y'all though?
Yo,
We good.
Get a 16 real quick. I mean, we're trying to hit all of it.
Oh, what?
Oh, we got the board right here. We got the board right here.
Don't make me kick up in here for real. For real.
Well, hold on. What you need?
He said,
Hold on,
"What
let
you
me
need?
find out. Let me find out
What you need?"
Yo, we got work over here now. You know what I'm saying? You want-
I ain't gonna do it.
Oh, so you
Somebody
entertain
scared.
for real? I thought you know.
Do everything.
Official step. I like that. That's a hip hopper. Real hip hoppers.
Exactly.
DJ, do graffiti, dance, rap.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I
Really,
cut my
I like
music.
all that.
I got graffiti all over me. I rap, dance, everything. You feel me?
Hey, that's
Dressed like the
versatility right there.
B-boys, all that.
So look,
Okay.
you jumped in there. Tell them your name. You know, give them your stuff and,
Well,
and how
if you guys
became
don't
part
know,
of this
because I
project.
just said it like 3 times already, but my name is Official Steps, Official STEPZ. You guys can find me on Instagram. You guys can find me on Twitter. You guys can find me on Snapchat as well. But on TikTok, you guys can find me TY The Vibe with 2 E's at the end. Actually, I'm on live right now, so what up with y'all? Drop y'all green hearts. You feel me? What's good? You feel me?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, I dance, sing, act, model. I played ball half of my life and then dance the rest. I have comic books out right now. It's called Welcome to Brick Falls. I merged. Yeah, it's the first dancing superhero. First urban dancing superhero.
That's
Yeah.
dope.
Yeah, we getting into it right now.
Yeah, man.
getting into
Y'all came through with treats. I know it was just Halloween the other day.
Yeah.
If y'all watch Lit the movie, y'all see part of it. You feel me? If y'all get Lit the movie, y'all just look me up. You feel me? Welcome to Brick Falls by Tyrese Green. You guys can find that ASAP. You feel me? Or you can get a bundle for me, but just hit me up.
Now, how did y'all link?
It's amazing, man. First of all, big shout out to director Jamal Hall. He was supposed to be in here,
Right.
but right now he's on set shooting Father's Pride.
Well, he work calls. He a hard-working brother,
you
too.
know,
I
big
know
shout
him.
out
To
to
shout
Hall.
out Big Hall. What's up?
Absolutely.
Shout out to Hall, man.
And Alonzo Haran from Newark, New Jersey.
Okay.
sir.
Executive producer of Kings of Newark, Phyllis 1, Phyllis 2,
Right.
King of Newark 2. You can find it all on Tubi, you know. But he gave us our opportunity to get into the movie lane.
Okay.
And get into the movie lane, Hall wanted to create a movie called Juice 2. Hall wanted to create a movie called Juice 2.
That's our producer. She on point, too.
Yeah,
Okay?
I see that. Soon as we pulled up, I said, they got cameras outside. We outside smoking a cigar. She ran up on us.
Like,
So,
that's
yeah. Soup.
Yeah, what's her name?
Don't know about Soup.
That's Soups.
That's Soups? Yeah, Soups.
Superwoman. That's
Yeah,
Soup for
Soups,
short.
Soups official.
Do it all.
You got, for every king, you got to have a queen.
No doubt.
Absolutely.
You know, so in the midst of that, Hall wanted to create a movie called Juice 2.
Okay.
He was currently working at Eastside High School in Patterson. You know, Joe Clark, the
Right.
ghost.
Right.
He was Steps' teacher.
Okay.
He was also the teacher for Fetty Wap,
Wow.
Nick the Grit, Shamari, I believe. Was Hall your teacher too, Shamari?
Nah, he wasn't.
He wasn't your teacher? You didn't go to Eastside High School?
I went to Tech.
Oh, you went to Tech.
Okay.
All right. So Hall was a teacher in for Patterson schools, but he always got into the techs. He got into the technology, the video production lane. He was doing local videos in the area to help catapult Fetty Wap and Knit the Grid and all these different celebrities that you see now. So being that he was an official teacher of steps, it made it very, very easy. So when we did a movie called The Drop by Fetty Wap, executive produced by Knit the Grit, we ended up meeting a great, strong brother, well, I did anyway, by the name of Shamari Reed.
Okay.
The GOAT.
Shamari the GOAT, you hear me?
You hear me?
That's Shamari right there. That's a great segue for him.
I had to bring him.
Get the mic over there by Shamari.
I just want to put this out there, you feel me?
Connect the rest.
Shamari, the first person that ever hired me for a gig. I was 15 years old, you feel me?
Okay.
So he's definitely the truth. That's why I call him the GOAT. He the biggest supporter you could ever have. I promise you.
Thoroughbred.
That's what's up.
Speak on
You
it,
from
brother.
you
Speak
from
on
Patterson too, Shamari?
Yeah, I'm from Patterson, born and raised.
Okay, P-Town.
Yeah, and I had the opportunity to, I met these brothers. I met them first through Jamar Mills.
Right.
Me and him grew up in the same town, Patterson, together.
Okay.
He kind of like mentored me. He saw a little vision in me, and he saw my ambition, so he kind of let me kind of like play on a lot of his moves. And as time went along, I kind of got into my own thing, and he started to say, "Hey, let me give you some opportunity to let you do your thing with what I got going on."
Right.
My background is kind of music. I did a lot of music management. I was managing a lot of artists with the RGF production label that Fetty Wap was signed with. I worked. Knit the Grit gave me opportunity to work with his label, work with a lot of the up and coming artists. I did the tour management. I did a lot of things like that. And then Grim and Jamal Hall, and Jamar Mills gave me an opportunity to do some of the video stuff with them.
Okay.
And once I was doing a lot of music videos with the artists and these guys, they kind of liked how my work ethic. And they gave me an opportunity, I think them to this day, they gave me an opportunity to have my first opportunity to produce a movie, because I was doing a lot of the video treatments.
Right.
But I had no clue about the movie world.
Right.
But they liked my work ethic. So they gave me an opportunity to do the movie, and I mean, it's really history from there, man, to be honest with you.
That's smart. It seems like you make sure you surround yourself with talent and grinders. It come out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, to me, like, you got to find people where they strengths at. Don't try to get them to deviate from what they do.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because sometimes you get somebody to do something that they ain't strong at, and you can get a weak product. You can get a product that take too long. And in this game, time is
turn around.
Time matters.
Everything.
Right.
See, people, a lot of times we get that, man. We always say our own kind. We can't work with them, and that do be the ego. People don't want to play a role.
Right.
Yo, I'd rather be a role player on a winning team than trying to be the man and we mediocre or losing. You feel me?
Absolutely.
In order, I always
true.
learned that, the brothers we came with, to be a good general, you got to learn how to be a good soldier first. So you got to do both. You got to be able to lead and fit in. You know what I mean? Yeah, and that I like seeing that, man. Again, you see the connections. He got on, they got on, he connected, he put him on. That's what we got to do. We need more of that, man. Again.
From you, Jalil Grady.
This ain't about me.
This
ain't about me right now.
Yeah, you got
it all formulated.
How they said, bro, you got to give them their flowers while they're here.
Jalil Grady, man, is nothing to sleep on.
Yeah, like I told them, that's his thing.
As I move forward in this business, I think about how did this start? And it all started with this brother here calling me to help him push his PGK books, his children's books. And I'm a 25-year Newark public school teacher. You understand? Bachelors, 2 masters. Education is all I believe in. But I believe in the community first.
Right.
This brother Jalil Grady has been thinking like that before I even envisioned getting involved with my community.
Right.
And my community is Exit 9, Franklin Township, Somerset, New Jersey. I'm a Franklin legend. Let's be clear.
Franklin.
Let's be clear. Exit 9, baby.
Exit 9.
You don't know Exit 9, the Turnpike? Think about Rutgers, New Brunswick.
Right.
Think about New Brunswick, New Jersey. Think about South Brunswick, North Brunswick, Plainfield. All that Central Jersey love. That's what we was doing, underrated.
Right.
With no love, no respect. So for Jalil, my brother from Elizabeth, to give me that love, You know, which he has to kind of because we came from Ramapo. We come from
Right,
a stronger brotherhood.
See, listen, man, he messing us up. We supposed to be interviewing and being professional. He talking about all our personal, but that's bruh, man.
That's how
I love that guy.
It goes back to the origin how Hallman's Net was created.
No doubt.
You know, you can't forget the salt and pepper when you make salmon.
True.
You have to. The salt and pepper is what gives.
We
the flavor.
creating entrees, yeah.
Believe that.
And like, you know what I'm saying? And I can say this, like, when I met you, was through Jalil.
Facts.
You know what I mean? And like, y'all had y'all thing. For me, knowing you, I was like, okay, I like the business model.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's where I'm always. You know me since you know me. It's always about
business.
Right. And I'm like, okay,
It's Mr. Business.
and I like Grim be like, yeah, because I've been Grim like, yeah. You gotta buy outfit, and then you gotta. And I was like, yeah, that's the blueprint. You know what I mean? That's the blueprint for real. I still remember that. Like when you doing these events, it's shit you gotta do that people don't even take into account.
Yeah.
As you being the organizer of that event, you gotta look a certain way, you gotta act a certain way, and right. You know what I mean? So even though we having a conversation, I'm still like, okay, this actually makes sense to me.
You saw how I walked in the door, right?
You know
No
what I mean?
doubt.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? You see how I'm in
Share
the
a story
door,
real
right?
quick. My father's a household mover, Algie Marcus Whitaker Jr.
Got you.
Everywhere this man went, from the Sportsman in New Brunswick to the D&W, you name it. Anywhere in New Brunswick, bars. My father used to go in with his white shirt, collar shirt, suspenders, and the back of his shirt was Whitaker Moving and Express.
Right.
He had 10 outfits like that. Everybody thought he wore the same clothes.
Right.
He did not. He used to have 10 suspenders, 10 white shirts, 10 black Navy khakis. He dressed clean every day, but it was the same branding.
That's what it's all
This
about, right?
conditioning, man. The same way you guys are doing with Duality Podcast, and I salute y'all. I've been watching this for a long time, bro. Believe me, when you don't think I'm watching, Big Grim watching.
We trying to get in there, man.
Y'all do that thing, man.
And like I said,
It's a vibe. So I love that, man. I appreciate it. We appreciate that.
It's a good vibe, and it's
bro,
entertaining.
let's be clear. Let's be clear what it is.
That's our other business.
Like you said, it's just an
Great
extension.
segue.
It's just an extension.
You already know.
Like you know how you got, like you said, you got to rebuild yourself, regroup yourself to what the current climate is. And with y'all, like I'm just still fascinated is how did y'all get a channel?
Yeah, talk about
Like that. That's real for me.
That
like
was
a channel.
crazy, man. James Billings, Industry Muscle, Roku, King of Content. Please go to YouTube. King of Content, James Billings gave me an opportunity because I gave him an opportunity.
Okay.
When we first started our business, we knew we needed an international platform.
Right.
There was no other platforms that was giving us an opportunity. So we created our own lane.
Right.
Director Jamal Hall, visionary.
Right.
He created his own app. Our first couple of years, everybody had an app, Hall Mills Network app, that was downloaded from Apple, the Apple app and the Samsung app. So the Google Play, right? So you could get we get the app on both phones.
Right.
We created that and we put our own shows on there. So
I remember that, right.
I saw a show on YouTube called Rap Stars by King of Content, James Billings. And I reached out to that brother because I loved that show. It was about how young rappers get an opportunity to blow and get an opportunity to get advancements and all those things. And I really enjoyed it because it was very meticulous and detailed. I had a lot of friends that was aspiring artists.
Right.
So when I saw that show, I reached out to that brother. I inboxed him. He responded back to me in 2 hours.
Okay.
Wow.
I said, Mr. Billings, I'd love to have your show on my app. I need content on my app. I'm trying to find content because at that time we were using YouTube links, and you had to have a YouTube link in order to put your content onto our app. He had a lot of those, so the brother gave me all his links, and from that point I had Rap Stars on my app.
Okay.
So the different racism that we're encountering and enduring. If black people are not collaborating and becoming a conglomerate with one another, then you are losing. You cannot win in this race. Chinese haven't done it. The Europeans haven't done it. They all unify and they support each other regardless of your different beliefs or how you move with one another.
Absolutely.
Everybody got different culture and different ideology.
Absolutely.
Right? We know this. All right? But be clear.
Dancing for
Okay, I saw that at the end of the movie. You know, they was in there,
So
right?
these guys, they came up to me at the movie premiere, and they said, "Yo, I want to thank you, Shamari." I was like, "Yeah, nah, thank you." Yeah, no. I really want to thank you. And I'm like, yeah, I really want to thank you too. They're like, no, you don't understand. They're like, what y'all just did for us is like, y'all like, what's the hip hop movie that first came out?
Wild Style,
No.
Crush Groove.
He said, yo, y'all the Crush Groove to our culture.
No doubt.
I said, wow. And that just gave me chills because I'm like, damn, that's a lot of pressure, man.
It is, right?
You call us the Crush Groove to y'all culture?
Yeah.
He's
Right.
like, y'all the Crush Groove to our
Russell Simmons.
our culture. Shout out to Russell Simmons. He's like, y'all the Crush Groove to our culture. Y'all gave our culture a different platform that we never had before.
No
and it's
doubt.
the first. And I want to crown you for that. And I've just felt the chills. And I always share that little dialogue because
That's
to
what's
me
up.
that meant a lot, you know.
Now, what was the time frame from script, production, post-production to the movie, to the cinema?
Okay.
Both of y'all would know this.
Look,
So, so originally, before I was even involved, Cornelius Grimm and Hall and all of them, they had, like he said, Juice 2. They started that about maybe 4 years ago.
Okay.
And then they got the cease and desist letter to shut that down because you can't call it, you can't call it Juice 2.
what's the guy name? Derek Ernest Dickerson.
Yeah, they
Sent that paperwork, huh?
I don't know how they found all the addresses, but they found them and they shut it down. So then, 2 years after that, they tried it again, and they called it Fleek. Am I correct? And they shot we actually got a little kind of promo for it.
Okay.
But at the time, I don't think the timing was right. The budget wasn't right. It wasn't how we wanted to do it. So Hall came up to me and Grimm came up to me and said, hey, we got an opportunity. We got the budget now, and we want to do this again. We want to tighten up the script, kind of like revamp it, and we want you, and shout out to my cousin Rashad Wilson, to kind of come in, play with the script a little bit, and advance it to what the time is now. So we came in, so that's 2019, to answer your question.
Okay.
So in 2019, early 2019, we started to rewrite the script.
Okay.
So we rewrote the script. It took us about 3 months. For 3 months, we rewrote the script. We got it tight. Everybody was cool with it. We sent it off to Grimm. Grimm put the green stamp on it. All right, now it's time for casting call. We out and about. We doing it on backstage, not to confuse it with Backpage.
Right, right.
we on backstage.
Only fans like
Yeah, just not to confuse it, everybody.
I felt the
Be
loaded,
like, yo, Lip was on back page.
I felt the loaded lugs coming in. He had the Rubik's Cube. You felt it, right?
So we on backstage. We got some actors from backstage. We went out and we cast called in New York City. We cast called in New Jersey. We let everybody kind of come through, and we got some good actors. We got a lot of the actors. Shout out to Mark John Jeffries, who's actually one of the stars in the movie.
No doubt.
He's from Power. He played Little C's in Notorious. He played
Oh, he's been around.
Young 50
yeah, he's been
Cent,
around.
right?
Right.
Losing Isaiah.
Yeah.
Nerve.
Yeah.
He was everybody's baby at
Yo, big shout out to Mark John
Yeah.
Jeffries. Yeah.
And
He was a cool guy, too, when I met him.
Losing Isaiah, though.
Real cool guy, did us a real big solid, came through, really gave us his A game because, you know, a lot of people, when they celebrity, they kind of get their little check through their little thing and then they out.
Right.
He gave us his A game, and then he has a acting school, actually,
Okay.
in New York.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, he has an acting school, very good acting school. And he, we saw a lot of talent in his school. He got a lot of talented people. So we might have grabbed about 12 people from his school and gave them the opportunity on this. So from there, we probably started filming. I want to say we started filming summer 2019.
Okay.
And we finished filming 2020, maybe like... I want to say January. We probably officially finished filming. So it's a little time in putting the masterpiece together.
Okay.
That's kind of quick in movie time,
Yeah,
though. Making
kinda.
movies, they be taking 2 and 3 years. See, another thing. Let me get another feather for y'all. It's just consistent. Like you said, time is money. You was just saying they got the right team. You get this thing done.
But you know what? Like you said, that Hollywood stuff, they'd do a movie 2018, but if the timing ain't right, we got to put it over here for them.
Right.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like, it
Facts,
ain't that the movie won't no good.
That's right, Mr. Business.
The climate ain't what this movie needs right now. So we got to wait. You know what I mean? Like, so with this movie, the climate is perfect.
Yeah, and
Man, crank them out like Tyler Perry doing. Start doing
Shit,
Master
Tyler,
P did it. Flood the market. Drop one a month.
Man, shit.
and that's
Now, that's a lot of work
Yeah,
right
that's a
there,
lot.
right? Every month you
Yeah.
cover the movie.
That's just what I love about the independent lane, the
Right.
independent world. There's a lot of great towns out in North New Jersey doing independent films.
Right.
You know, but at the end of the day, when you do independent film, the budget is what defines you and what segregates you.
True.
I looked at the situation, and I saw the town that I had around me, and I said to myself, "This is at least about a few $1,000s.
Right.
Where we gonna get that from? Because we all got families, we all got bills.
Right.
So I had to deep think and look into my resources, and I reached out to the city of Newark. I'm already a Newark public school teacher,
True.
so I reached out to a brother that I went to college with called his name is Pat Council.
Okay.
Right.
What's up, Pat?
I reached out to Pat Council from Rampo
The
College, who
pastor.
I went to school with from 90 to 95. Well, 94 because he graduated before us. We did an extra year because we was prop masters.
Yo, boy.
And we'll probably get into that, I'm sure.
He telling everything.
I'm sure we'll probably get into it at some point. But we had a brotherhood up there called Prop Masters. But Pat Council graduated 4 years before us, and he pretty much set the path for us. So as I became an educator in Newark, Pat Council was always my advocate.
Right.
So whenever I had to deal with the bureaucracy and people trying to, tamper with the little suburb kid from Exit 9, I go to Pat Council, born and raised in Irvington, New Jersey, who's the director of community affairs in Newark,
Yep.
and also ran for councilman at large with Raz Baraka.
Yep.
So I leaned into my brother, which you should do. If you got resources, you lean into your resources.
Right.
Don't let your ego be too big when you can't reach out and talk and communicate.
Absolutely.
Pat
True.
Council at the time was looking for programs. So I said, you know what? I'm going to put together something called the Candid Camera Program. We taught 25 kids how to edit, how to film, how to do lighting, even how to do business, Mr. Business.
Right.
How
That's
to
the way it starts.
communicate, how to articulate, rhetoric skills, public speaking skills. That my boy Jalil Grady is a phenomenon in that.
That's what's up.
Put him on any stage, right? We want them kids to be just as thorough as Jalil Grady. We taught them all this. Pat Council saw my vision. I sent him a PowerPoint presentation. I put my business together, family, right? And I presented him my budget and everything I wanted. And Pat Council, being the city of, being the director of community affairs in Newark, New Jersey, and believed in how I move, because I move meticulously. He loved and respected me. He said, create the program, Grim, and I'll give you a budget for your program.
Okay.
I took that money from those kids in Newark, New Jersey, and I reinvested back into the children in Newark, New Jersey.
Okay.
The Jersey club culture that's never got no opportunities, that's never been recognized.
That's what's
Steps
up.
is 30. I don't know, I'm sitting on age, but Steps is,
Right.
I'm
He's
30,
been
man.
on-
I'm 30. It's cool.
he's
30,
been-
30, okay.
He's been on different platforms like 106 in Park. When he was, how old were you?
I was like 16.
15, 16. He's been on America's Got Talent with Nick Cannon.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
And even after those opportunities, you still don't get the reach that you should have,
Right,
or
right.
the resources that you should have after those big major networks.
Right.
And I said to myself, there's a lot of children like Newark that never got these opportunities. I took that whole budget and I put it right into this movie called Lit.
Okay. Now from the movie release, is it one cinema still, or y'all trying to take it 20 cinemas? Like, what's the plan?
We did a premiere at Cityplex, right?
Right.
During the COVID conditions, we weren't allowed to pack out all the theaters.
Right.
So with that being said, as soon as they allowed the movie theaters to be cleared and have access to them, I said I need the whole theater.
Right.
I already know the Lit premiere is a highly recognized movie, is highly anticipated movie. I knew the whole city of Newark was going to back us, so I need the whole movie theater because I need to hold at least 1,000 people.
Right.
So I rented the whole theater. So we had 12 theaters, and we did about 70 people in each theater, and those theaters hold about 250 people in normal conditions.
Right.
Right.
But with the COVID,
You couldn't max out with
maximize it.
right.
So I need the whole building. I rented the whole building.
Now, this is just a business question because my mind clicking.
No doubt.
Right. When y'all did the cinema, right, did y'all even consider saying, okay, we got a channel, we can stream it on the channel for $19.99 at the same time?
Well, with the Roku,
like a lot of movies is doing.
right, the Roku
Yeah.
deal is a separate entity in itself.
Okay.
Where the advertising money comes to us in between.
Right.
You really can't control that.
Okay.
We dealing with VID20 that controls all the analytics of it.
So that pie split a lot of different.
No
okay.
question.
I got you now. Right.
But
I
you
knew
are
independently.
Right. I get you. Right. Now that's
I
different.
knew independently.
Right.
I could make my money back from investing in this movie
Right.
on it independently.
Right.
So I put my own money up. We did our own investments.
Okay.
We bet on ourselves. We believed in ourselves.
Absolutely.
It's
But
pretty
you are
much it.
streaming it now, and give them that information, right?
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, hold on. Let me
We
get
on
that little
Vimeo
bit
on
down.
demand.
Yeah,
Vimeo on demand.
baby.
Lit the movie, The Jersey Club Story. Please look that up ASAP. Take this $5.99 vacation. You feel me? Just 2 hours out of your time. I promise
Yo,
you'll be lit.
Steps a little romanticizer, huh? He said, take a
Steps a ladies'
vacation
man.
for $5.99. I'm liking that.
You feel me? It's
See how-
I know
$5.99
he know.
vacation.
You see how you move on camera.
Step came here with a plan.
Yeah,
He
right.
came here with a plan.
His own live.
Yeah.
He's doing his own thing already.
Yeah, he
He's the
like,
star. We in the cut, yo. Without steps, there would be no lit.
No
Real
doubt.
talk.
Yo, salute. I watched that movie. Bro, get down.
Thank you.
I mean, you know, we all from Jersey, so we all got that element of growing up with house music. I know it's somewhat changed now, but dancing and watching
Yeah,
somebody
yeah.
get it, you know, that's
Time
us.
for the
That's our
percolator.
thing. He be getting
It's
it, bro.
time for the
He
percolator.
be getting it, bro. He
It's
be
time
getting
for the
it.
percolator.
I'm gonna watch it.
It's time
I'm
for
just
the
sitting like,
percolator.
oh, look what we doing.
Yo.
He gets down, man.
Zanzibar, Club 88, Gregory's, Peppermint Lounge. Stop playing around here, man.
So, yo,
Sir Richards.
That's the thing
Ooh.
too.
Oh,
Touch
yeah,
on
that's
that a
something
little
special
more
right
steps about like the Jersey dance culture and like what this movie meant to you and to your colleagues who also dance and your contemporaries. You know what I mean?
Yeah, on number one, Jersey don't get enough credit.
Absolutely.
Like, you feel me? When it comes to our dancers are very versatile.
No doubt.
We have our own set-based culture, which is Jersey Club, but we still branch out and learn other styles just to master theirs as well. So a lot of people look over ours all the time. So to have an actual movie to put a magnifying glass on our style and where it come from and the way the culture like brings everything up and everybody come together,
Right.
it's an amazing feeling. It's a
It
blessing.
is.
This is my teenage years being shown all over again on a big screen.
No doubt.
You
Right.
get me? So, but only difference with me was I ain't had no father or dad. I had my grandparents. You feel me? So I would still be getting dressed, dancing, going outside, dancing.
Right.
Like it used to be times at 4:00 in the morning. Everybody sleep. I used to be outside with the street light. You feel me? Just looking at my shadow. So to go
Working
from
on your
there
dream and your craft.
to go from there to see myself on the big screen, it's a major blessing.
That's what's up.
Major blessing.
Now, from that movie, in your mind, what's next for you?
Number one is number two. Lit 2.
Hey, y'all came in with a plan. Y'all came in
They
with a
had a
plan.
plan. They like when they got to the door, they was like, "This is what we doing." This is what
Don't
we
forget to
doing.
plug that part too.
If y'all watch the movie, y'all know it's another number 2 coming along. You feel me? You got to watch the movie though. 'Cause
Watch the movie. I didn't want to get out of the way. You know what I mean?
but
Like,
you gotta watch it to understand why it's a number 2 needed. Like you have to watch the movie. Y'all missing out. Too crazy. It's too many things that's going on that y'all missing out on. And also
what's
shout
next
out to
on you?
Australia, New Zealand, you feel me, UK, everybody that got the movies out there, you feel me. I got my fans up here that actually watched the movie, you feel me.
doubt.
So shout out to y'all. Shout out
Okay,
to Lil
okay,
Ryan
we
too
global.
from
Okay,
UK.
we doing
You feel
global
me?
stuff.
What's
okay,
good?
Duality is going global. You heard?
Yeah, it's global now.
Thanks to Steps and Hall Mills.
Absolutely.
I think you was about to ask.
Yeah, man. What's next for you? What's next for you, brother?
For me, we got a couple other projects that we actually doing. Well, one we are writing Lit 2.
Right.
We halfway through it, by the way.
Okay.
It's looking really, really good.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's really, really good. We might go down to Baltimore. You know, we got a lot of.
Ooh,
We might be
okay.
in Atlanta. You know, it's gonna be a lot of different scenes. You gonna see.
Right. Okay.
Not to
Lit
give away,
finna get litty
We're
litty.
gonna be in LA a little bit, so Lit 2 gonna be kind of crazy.
Okay.
We also got a show only at Jay's that we are in the middle of shooting right now, and then we got some other news that I I wish I really, really could talk about it, but
Nah,
I can't
bruh,
right
if
now.
You sit over
But
there,
I promise
you
you,
gotta give out a tidbit or something. Nah, ain't nobody.
I'm gonna
leaving
say
here
this.
with
I'm not
secrets.
gonna say a name.
You can't leave here with
All right.
secrets.
All right, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna give a teaser.
We
I'm not
get an exclusive, y'all.
So right now we have the opportunity to do a documentary for one of the baddest.
Don't say no name.
I'm not.
Yeah, you're right.
One of the baddest producers from Jersey.
Yo.
This guy worked with all of your favorites, and that's
Okay.
all. I'm gonna say.
I ain't gonna say nothing.
Oh my
Right.
God!
Cause I think I can figure it
Oh
out.
my God!
I mean,
That's all I'm gonna say.
Don't say nothing.
I ain't gonna say nothing.
okay.
That's big though. That's a
We
we
That's
got
all we
an
need, just a
exclusive
little-
out of
little
y'all.
something.
That's cool.
And I'm gonna shout
That's a
out
little something.
again. I'm gonna shout out Hall's Mill Network because I'm a producer, so I'm not really like I don't have to get opportunities with everything that they do.
Right.
So it's really a blessing, and I really thank Hall, Grimm, and Mills for giving me the opportunity again to get
It's a real
on their
humble
big
spirit,
platform.
brother.
Man,
Yeah,
Big
that's
up.
what it's
I
all
really,
about,
you know,
man.
I really appreciate it, but man, I swear,
I always
it's going
tell
down.
people, man, the currency ain't always money.
Right.
People don't understand that. You know what
Wow.
I mean? The love is, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That'll carry you a whole lot longer.
Right.
Than, you know what I
I'm
mean?
still
That
young,
currency.
you feel me? I'm still young, so I'm
But you know
taking
what I mean?
all this
Yeah,
in.
no
You
doubt.
feel me? Like,
No doubt.
Can you sustain the money without love?
That's a real question.
Hey, listen.
That's a real question.
What I want to say is, you know, y'all hear me say that a lot. I talk about love a lot. I don't think brothers do that enough. We look at it as soft or whatever, but that's a whole nother time. I want to give y'all your flowers while you're here, like you said, so to speak, and just all them things, you know, breaking it down about how you showing unity, how you being creators of our own content, taking the narrative for our stories, how we educating our own. With Mills, shout out to all of y'all, man.
Absolutely.
These is powerful black men, kings doing things. And if you ain't got these kind of men in your circle, you need to check your circle, fam. This who I ride with. Like, you know what I'm saying? All of y'all see me out there, first of all, a couple of them is personal, like to me, outside of whatever we doing, and everybody else I be with. This is what we do. That, like, this is regular. We do things in the community, do initiatives, launch health initiatives. I got some bros that just launched a bike riding movement, man. It's called the Ride Pedal Movement. RPM, I'm a part of them, shout out. But it's just the things that, yo, they did a 100-mile ride. I didn't go with them on that one. From Elizabeth, New Jersey to Philly.
Wow.
What did you do?
I did 10 miles, I did a 12-mile run, and I did 11 miles. I only did it 3 times.
I keep telling them.
Jackson.
Nah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Hamza.
Hamza, Shafi,
Torres.
Torres, all of them, no doubt.
Oh, okay.
So it's
I
just,
seen that.
and we all guys from the neighborhood with me, with him starting on. We've done coat drives with good vibes, give back. Like, we always going to do that. And like I said, I appreciate the things that y'all guys doing, how y'all creating, man. Keep doing that. Keep being a super role player. That's cool to be on a team. Keep creating, you know what I'm saying? And keep being steps, you know what I mean? Helping us go global over here.
We got
but that's
to,
the
you
talent.
feel me?
And a quick thing. It don't happen overnight. That man just said when he was a teenager, he used to go outside 4 a.m. Let's not miss that
Facts.
part. Working
Yeah.
on his shit.
That's facts.
First,
4 in the morning.
Shout out to Big Ma. Because I used to sneak while she was asleep because I would have got my beat.
No
Oh,
doubt.
man.
You can curse on here. I mean, don't go crazy, but
Yeah, you always got to work on your craft. Never settle. Always
doubt.
work on your craft. No matter if they crown you king, you know what I mean?
Right.
That crown is replaceable.
A king is a servant, bro.
Absolutely.
You serving your people all day. You got to be able to open your ears and listen to what the
Facts.
problems are. A lot of people that claim they kings, they only think about themselves.
Yeah, they pretty much peasants to me, but I understand
Yeah,
what you mean.
I didn't even crown myself king though. I got crowned from the OGs.
No
Like, you feel me?
doubt. No doubt.
So it's not even something I asked for. It's just
Yeah.
something that I was blessed with. So it's like now that you guys look at me this way, I got to
Right.
carry myself
Absolutely.
accordingly.
Exactly. That's the key right there to me. Like you said, you carry yourself in a certain way that they bless you with a title.
Word,
You know what I mean? Like you didn't ask for it. You
so
know what I mean?
listen. You understand business, you do. We running out of time. Yeah, man. We thinking about.
I like to end with something though.
All right, drop something.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
Drop a word.
I want all black people to understand where we come from. All right, we talking about Middle Passage slavery. We talking about civil rights movement. We even talking about what we're going through right now with the pipeline, the pipeline, prison pipeline system. If you don't think that you don't need another black man to help you uplift and catapult, you need to move to Europe, or just move yourself out of our areas.
Right.
Because if you can't connect with your people and humble yourselves and collaborate and brainstorm one another, you're gonna be right where you at.
True.
Because you would never ever be able to do it by yourself. There's no way in the world me and Director Hall, Mills, whoever, could create anything without the cast, without the producers.
Absolutely.
Right.
All right? And none of us are making no money right now. We need the people to help us make money. If your ego's too big to lock in with us and support us, you can't call yourself a black man or black woman or African American or whatever your title is.
For real.
Or whatever religion you choose. I don't give a damn. I'm a spiritual man. I don't hold no denominations.
Right.
All right? I'm from the suburbs of Franklin Township, Somerset, New Jersey, by way of East Orange General Hospital. You understand me? But at the end of the day, it takes a whole conglomerate if you want to excel and catapult to that level of success.
Absolutely.
Tell them one more time real quick where they go to get to see the stream the movie on Vimeo.
Yeah, you want to go to vimeo.com/on-demand/lit-the-movie. You also want to follow all our Instagram pages, okay?
Tell
From
'em about
I
it.
Am Shamari Reed to the Official Steps to Cornelius Grim Whitaker to Hall Mills Network, and most importantly, at lit_the movie.
Lit_the movie.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. This has
Y'all
been another
salute y'all, man. It's been
episode
a
of Duality
great
Podcast.
conversation, man.
We want to thank
November
thank
3rd.
the
November
cast.
3rd. Go out and vote. It's very
Oh,
important
that's
this year.
important too.
Go out and vote.
Absolutely.
We was talking about that coming
Trump
in.
got
Yeah.
to go. He may not go because you know how this white, but Trump got to go.
Absolutely.
Go ahead, because this guy want to get us banned.
Listen, man. Listen,
Look, he
man.
said that's his goal.
Listen, man.
He
These-
wants to get banned.
Listen,
white
I'm
supremacists
trying-
already have their
I've been
plan.
holding out for about
They have their
8-10
plan
weeks. It's coming.
already.
It's coming.
I'm praying to God that I voted will make a difference. But Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, all you guys, I want y'all to win. But we know what it is. We know what world we in. We're not stupid.
step up on
That's
our
the
own.
main reason why we got to stick
Keep
together.
doing our own, bro.
I don't care what city you from, Patterson, Elizabeth. Get off of that. Get off of that territorial crap, all right? I'm from Somerset, New Jersey, suburbs, Franklin Township, Exit 9. Get off of that. Get off of that. It's black
I love my
solidarity,
dog.
I
no
don't
matter
know
what.
my boys from Exit 9.
Let's get
Y'all
passionate.
deaf.
Peace.
No, for real. We got to definitely support each other. Thank you guys so much,
Thank
though. I
you.
appreciate
Thank you
y'all.
for having us today, man.
Absolutely,
Yes,
man. It was a
Absolutely,
pleasure.
man. Brothers support
Look,
brothers always.
y'all got to come back when y'all drop that exclusive we talked about, the
Absolutely.
documentary, and part
Absolutely.
2. I ain't forgetting that.
Absolutely.
Y'all coming back.
I'm Mr. Business.
I'm Mr. Social. This Duality Podcast.